Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight here in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, in the home of the
What's going on, ladies and gents? Hey, Repeat back with you. And tonight, it's all about the turn down for what? iRacing Truck Series tonight. Brand new venue, brand new part of the season. And man, the Milwaukee Mile is going to be a tough track for these guys to tackle. 35 plus guys going to be out here on track. Qualifying now underway. Let's get on down, find out what's going on, see who's going to grab that coveted pole, see who may have the most clean air on these very, very loose trucks as the night goes on. Let's get on down, get up with these guys, and let's go right now. So let's go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon and see who's going to be able to be the fastest here in Milwaukee. Again, very, very slick track tonight. Gonna, as you can see, the truck on the bottom right there kind of going around, but that looks like that was going to be the 87 right there so far. Mike Campbell the third, here he is in this number 11 scheme. Justin Anscock just now going to the top of the boards right along with the double deuce of Josh Arnold. And just as I say that, the one of Austin Collins, he's going to be able to go the fastest. Let's drop on back here just a little bit. How about we pick up with Nate Lehman in this number 14 as he comes through. Let's go ahead and bring up your track map as well. Once they take the official time, it'll pop up on there. And since this track is very much like a New Hampshire, the corners kind of throw you off. You never know exactly where they're at. The shadows on the wall kind of overcast the number, but looks like Nate Lehman right now able to put that thing P number 3. How about Pacey Wygen? Ooh, as he tags the outside wall, pops to right front, so we'll move on from him. How about Charlie Mosley in this number 89 Chevrolet? This is Charlie's warm-up lap. He'll be taking putting down his official time here very, very shortly. I believe this is going to go through yet. That's through turns 3 and 4. He's going to go ahead and try to go hammer down. Let's jump on board with him, see what he's capable of doing here. Nope, that's not going to be. All right, how about it with Andrew Chapman here? Is Andrew Chapman in the 77? Right now, this is his get up to speed lap. Has not yet posted an official time. Jacob Palmer says, been very busy today. I will be back next week. Fair enough, Jacob. You have a good day, sir, and we will catch you next week. Speaking of next week, let's go ahead and actually show you the schedule as Andrew Chapman kind of taking it around. After tonight at the Milwaukee Mile Speedway, next week we're going to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and it will be the oval, not the road course. All right, so how about Jeff Jones, the name you know? Let's go ahead and catch up with him right quick. And this looks like it's going to be a Cowtails number 95, if I'm not mistaken. And let's take a look at the back end of this truck right now. Nope, it's not the Cowtails. Kind of Cowtails red and white, but nope, it is the Hero's Blood 2 in the chest. Number 95, as he puts that Toyota down below the line. Looks like he's not going to go ahead and run the lap. How about the 23 of Jose Ruiz in this Columbia Toyota TRD machine? Jose Ruiz, very, very, very great. I mean, this guy can drive anything, no matter how loose it is, how tight it is. Jose, week in and week out, knows how to get everything that he can out of any kind of machine that he drives. And in this instance, looks like right now he would start P number 10. Jeff Jones, again, still out there on track. Chris Murphy also out here on track in his number 7. Jeff Jones out there in the land of Facebook says, super tired tonight, looking to finish. Yeah, man, I tell you, it's gonna be an interesting 150 laps here in this Willow Strong 150 from the Milwaukee Mile. Anything can happen, and it usually does. As it looks like the 7 wasn't blinking out. It's just the end of qualifying. So let's go ahead and clear the boards, and let's go ahead and bring up your grid. And it looks like it's going to start with Nick Gowan on the pole with Austin Collins right now is going to go ahead and start P2 in that number 1. Nate Lehman in that 14 is going to be P3 with Justin Aniscock in that lucky number 13, P4. Row 3 is going to be Kyle Taub with Pacey Wygant to his outside. Behind those guys is going to be Mike Miller in the 5, starting P7. P8, James Litzenberger, Old Kamal in the 25 for row number 4. Row 5, Josh Arnold in that double deuce with Jose Ruiz in the 23, starting 10th. To round out the top 12 is going to be Matt Boone with Mike Carter to his outside. And then going further back in the field, Byron Jones starting 19th. Starting 13th in the 19th. Evan Knopp in the 63, 14th. Row 8 is going to be Cole Snyder in the 2-4 with Ed McMuffin Robertson to his outside. Row number 9 is going to be Charlie Mosley Jr. in the 89 with Dylan Chappell in the 69, starting 18th. Row 10, John Osborne in the 81 and Mike LeBlanc in the 41. Dave Mayo in that 08 sitting 21st, and to round out row 11 is going to be Claire Murphy in the 61. Behind those guys, sitting P25 is going to be Mike Campbell Jr., old Papa Bear himself in the 71, representing Team Willow as strong as ever. Tyler Bellinger going to start to his outside 26. 27 is going to be Mike Fish in the 20 with Joel Conley, old Kool-Aid himself in that 5-4, sitting 28th. 29 is going to be Josh Roberts in the 3 with Mike Campbell III in the 11. Starting 31st is going to be Elric George, old Bossy Geo in that 40 with Andrew Chapman in the 77 to his outside. 33rd is going to be Jamie Haynes in the 53 with Jimmy Mensch in that 9-4. Jeff Jones, again, the name you know, in that Hero's Blood, number 95, starting 35th with Doug King to his outside, 36th, running the 87. And last but not least, nope, that is all. So 36 truckers out here to take on the Milwaukee Mile. Again, it's going to be one hell of a race. I cannot wait to see if we can get this thing going or if we have any kind of issues early on. All right, let's go ahead and clear the board. It's going to show you the weather one more time. So again, 119-degree track temp and an 83-degree air temp. So this track is ultra hot. It is ultra slick. It's going to be interesting to see how these boys and girls navigate this ride. All right, so green flag is up. Pace car is going to go ahead and make that hard left, literally a hard left down pit road. The pit cone for pit road is literally right inside those barrels. We're going green flag racing. Let's go. Caution number 1 is going to fly, and I have a feeling this is going to be a big one. I'm getting all kinds of info about who this was. Looks like Mike Papa Bear Campbell, Josh Roberts, Chase McGuire, Dave Mayo, Tyler Bellinger, Mike Fish, Chris Murphy. It looks like this is going to be a big one. So let's go on back, find out exactly what happened. We'll start with Dave Mayo. All right, let's flip this around here. And I have a feeling it's probably going to be even a little bit further back, but let's start here and see what's going on. This is from the green and from the chase cam for the 08. All right, again, pace truck makes that hard left. Here we go. Oh, 79 just, I'm going to guess he didn't think the 08 would be slowing down quite so quickly. Let's go back from Doug King. And what did he see? A little bit of a checkup there. Looks like a little bit of blinking, so we're actually going to change this up a little bit because that was just not going to work. So let's go back. We saw Jeff Jones involved as well. Let me see if I can actually find him right quick, and we'll kind of go from there. Let's go ahead and rewind this. And stop it. Let's go back to the chase cam, and let's play this again. Nope, Jeff Jones kind of blinking out a little bit, so let's try this again from somebody else. How about from the 20 of Mike Fish? Again, this is on the start. Checking up. Ooh. Just nowhere he could go. All right. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. Looking back from the #1 Toyota of Austin Collins, again into this this deep 36 truck field here from the Willow Strong 150 in Milwaukee. 8 truck of Nick Gowan to his outside. But we're going to go ahead and bring it back to Barney. He's already got the green flag up, getting ready to wave him on. Caution number 1, we'll go back green, working lap number 6. Let's get ready to go. Pace truck's off.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. All right, so under full speed, it looks like the one of Austin Collins, he's going to go ahead and lead that first lap. 8 was right to his outside, a bit of a drag race off of turn number 4. 8 now going to go ahead and slot in right behind the 1. Justin Anscock in that Barbie, number 13, still showing his support for Willow as well. To kind of show this machine, and looking pretty good there. Hashtag Willow Strong on the side, Barbie on the hood, and Justin Anscock actually said he believes that this paint scheme might be bringing him a little bit of luck, little bit of luck, I should say. So Justin looking really strong in this machine. All right, how about Austin Collins right there in this #1? The man just put down the fastest lap so far with a 30.77. Closest time to him is a full 10th off. And that was our new leader, Nicholas Gowan, in this Exalta #8 for Team Chevrolet. All right, let's go ahead and widen this back out again. Let's look behind these guys again. Justin Anscock in 3rd. How about Pacey Wygent back here in P4 as we look off of his rear cam back at the rest of the field. Again, Justin Anscock and Pacey Wygent. There we go. Pacey still rocking the Sophia the Fierce colors from his number 00. And that right behind him is going to be Kyle Taub. This from Kyle Taub's bumper cover. A lot of loose trucks as this run is going to go on. And so far, after that first caution, all is well in the neighborhood. Mild Goose says, honk, honk. I get you. Miles, welcome aboard. This is the Turned Out for What iRacing Truck Series live from the Milwaukee Motor Speedway. This 1 mile bad fast track, very, very loose track this evening. The temperatures this evening have been pretty wicked. The track temp before these guys got out there and had their hour-long practice was about 110, 115. Right now, as you can see, they're on the right-hand side up to 118. Air temp, a cool, calm, and collected 84 with a track time of right around 1:35 in the afternoon. So they're racing in the heat of the day. These trucks are definitely putting down some heat as well, and it's gonna be interesting. One very quick caution on lap number 1. Just basically a couple drivers misjudged the checkup speed going into turns 1 and 2, but ever since then, been all right. This riding along with James Litzenberger and his number 25 Chevrolet Silverado. This from his door cam. As you can see, it's going to be Mike Miller right in front of him. And if we switch on back to his roof cam, 5's going to go ahead and slide up. 25 is going to try to catch it and does catch it before getting into those barrels. And that was something that was very, very interesting in the practice we had earlier, as the double deuce of Josh Arnold's going to try to look to his inside. Not going to be able to get the grip off, and he will fall back to right where he was in that number 22 Ford F-150. So Litzenberger and everybody else, just a conveyor belt of trucks, as again Litzenberger getting very, very loose under throttle. How about a little bit further back to 24 of Cole Snyder? He's going to go ahead and try to pass his. Actually, I'm looking at the 64. He's going to go ahead and try to get on by the double deuce of Josh Arnold. 24 Cole Snyder right behind the double deuce. And if we look on his back bumper, brand new podcast that came out a few weeks back, Pizza and Wings podcast. Go ahead and find them over on Twitter at Pizza and Wings Podcast. It is everything related to NASCAR, iRacing, just having a good old time. And Zach Meredith and Cole Snyder and a bunch of his friends. Hey, anybody out there can have a podcast, but these guys are actually pretty comical. But yet they get a lot of information out there at the same time. And oh, by the way, they do it in kind of a South Park character way. So again, a whole lot of fun. Malgoose says, favorite pizza. Let's hear it. My favorite pizza, I'd have to go a 3-meat trio. How about you? So sausage, pepperoni, and ham for me. All right. Go a little bit further back. How about we check in with Jose Ruiz from Sacramento, California. Just a couple spots back in that Columbia number 23. Just right behind the 41, I believe that's going to be from Mike LeBlanc. And if we take a look back from Mike LeBlanc, you'll see Jose Ruiz and company. You also see the 98 back there of Mike Carter. This is from Dylan Chappell's rear end, looking back to the Ford F-150 of John Osborne. John getting a little bit closer and closer. Malgoose says, let's get that 12 back on the lead lap. Fair enough. Well, so far, Nick Gowan and Austin Collins. Nick started on pole. Austin Collins was P2. Right now, they are running just as they were. This is looking back from Nick Gowan. And you see he's now got a healthy 1.6 second lead over Austin Collins. Austin Collins back to Justin Aniscock sitting right there in P number 3. That's another 0.6, or basically a half second or so. When we're talking about little guys a little bit further in the back, how about we catch up with the 11 of Mike Campbell III? I believe Chase McGuire and a couple others have had some damage issues, so they're a little bit further back. But Tyler Belanger looks like he has gone ahead and he's either taken it down pit road. Looks like Tyler may have taken it down pit road and said good night, right along with Elric George, old Bossy Geo. Both of them in the garage. I believe the last truck that is running right now is going to be the 3 of Joshua Roberts. So 2 in the garage after that one accident, as we work lap 22 of 150 here in the Willow Strong 150 from the Milwaukee Mile. Again, this is the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series, and whether you're out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, IROC TV through your favorite Roku device on the IROC channel under the streamer section, that is, or on Kick, welcome, welcome, welcome. Malgoosh, again, thank you very much for the follow. Definitely appreciate you. Getting closer and closer to 1,100. 1,100 followers right now, sitting at 1,096. So if you haven't already, go on up, smash that follow button if you don't mind. It doesn't cost you anything. Or if you'd like to subscribe, if you've got Twitch Prime, you get a month free of your favorite broadcaster. If you're a big fan of the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series, please go on over, smash that subscribe button. It won't cost you anything. If you don't have Twitch Prime, it'll cost you about $4.99, of which Twitch gets half, but you get 1 month of commercial-free broadcasting several nights a week. And there will actually be a new series starting up. I will actually be the broadcaster for the Velocity Motorsports Cup Series when they go back live on January the 2nd. So if you're a fan of the Turn Down for What series, the Shake and Bake iRacing series, if you're a fan of Velocity, whatever it is, please go on over, smash the follow, hit the subscribe if you can. Definitely appreciate it, but above all, welcome aboard. All right, so let's move on up a little bit. How about Byron Jones up here in this number 19? Byron not exactly having the race that he'd want. Usually Byron starts up quite a bit more, and it's interesting to see him back here. Usually Byron is inside the top 5 and contending for wins. Right now, as we jump on board his nose cam, you see Chase McGuire in that 79 right ahead of him. But Byron right now, he's quite a ways back from the leader. In fact, if we look at him, again, he's back here sitting 33rd. So that is a full lap down from the leader. Hear him downshift. Try to grab a little bit of gear, try to grab a little bit of grip, and then get back on the throttle. Mile Gooses says season 3 gonna be a good one. Let's go Velocity. There you go. I can't wait. January 2nd at Daytona. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Season 3 in general is gonna be a great time. Looking ahead right now from Mike Pop Bear Campbell in his number 71 Team Nigu hashtag Willow Strong towards the 20 of Mike Fish up there. From the 20 up to the 61 of Claire Murphy. And then in front of Murphy up to Doug King, you got just a little bit of gap there. All right, so what do you say we jump back on up with our leaders, Nick Gowan and Austin Collins. Let's see exactly how Nick Gowan is getting around this 1 mile track in Milwaukee as we start lap 31. Let's jump on board of the cockpit as he's getting closer and closer to lapping yet another trucker. I think that might be the 89 right ahead. So let's jump into the cockpit with Nick Gowan, take a lap or two, and then we'll go straight into a little bit of a crank it up session. So if you got a good sound bar, go ahead and crank that up. If you're listening through a wireless set, go ahead and turn that up. You're listening through your TV, go ahead and crank it up. Let's wake up some neighbors. Let's go. right, guys, let's go ahead and bring it back in. How about that? Nice little crank it up session. A few different drivers, few different camera angles, all for fun. And, man, these guys absolutely getting after it lap after lap. Working lap 43 of 150 in this Willow Strong 150, getting live from the Milwaukee Mile. And, again, this is the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series. First time ever they have gone to Milwaukee. Only one caution on the night so far. And that was on lap 1. They went back green on lap number 6. And so far, so good, as we kind of still continue to kind of browse around the field just a little bit. And these guys absolutely getting after a lot of competition out here, and varying strategy, varying speed. Sometimes some guys did decide to come on down pit road earlier, maybe grab 2 tires, maybe deal with a little bit of damage if they were caught up in that wreck. But for the most part, everybody up till P24 did stay out when that caution flew. Nobody decided to come on down for fuel just to top it off. Obviously, it was way too early for tires. But if I remember correctly, after speaking with the 25 of James Kamal, or James Litzenberger rather, known the guy since like 2008, 2009. He was saying that after about lap 50, his rights were just completely destroyed. So, I mean, we're getting closer and closer. Right now, we are working lap 46, but it's lap 40 since the green flag was dropped again. And it's been all caution-free since then. Here is James Litzenberger in that number 25 Chevrolet, sitting P17, looking ahead from him. And then, of course, looking back, he definitely has some company. It looks like Chris Murphy in that number 7, kind of right up his tailgate. That's Dylan Chappell Senior. I'll have to get with him and ask him how to say his last name for sure. Of course, everybody knows the comedian Dave Chappelle. Is it Chappelle or is it Chappell? Is it Chappelle? I mean, there could be a few different, but definitely I check with him at a later time. All right, so that's how James Litzenberger is doing right now, running P17, down 9 spots so far this evening. Up in front, here's Nick Down. And again, you look back from him, it's 2.6 seconds back to the number 1 of Austin Collins. From Austin Collins back to 3rd, you're looking at just about a second to the 13 of Justin Anisagok. Behind Anisagok back to Pacey Wygant is going to be another 1.8 seconds. From Pacey back to Kyle Taub, though, you're talking 8 seconds as Kyle, looks like Kyle, it was just blinked. Okay, I thought maybe you decided to go on down pit road working lap 49. Let's take a look at the place from our Team Nigu blimp. Kind of looking at the field rotating around, and it looks like just a conveyor belt of cars. Yeah, here and there you've got some cars that are side by side, but for the most part, very single file, very spread apart. Those going through turns 1 and 2 looks like they were able to sort it out as well. A couple cars there side by side, but again, for the most part, everybody is single file. And when cars get single file, it looks like we do have Ed Robertson going on down pit road. So let's ride along with him as he gets closer and closer to his pit stall. There he goes. And it looks like, all right, so looks like right now the left side says 25 of James Litzenberger. He's also going to pull into his pit stall. Now the lefts for Ed Robertson, they're up, and he's going to come on out. Max speed all the way down pit lane, and Ed Robertson, he will drop way to the back Looks like so far, Ed Robertson, he's going to fall to at least 26th. So come on back out. We'll have to see how those 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods and that full tank, that heavy tank of that Sunoco E15 virtual fuel, see how they handle. But he's definitely going to be a little bit quicker than everybody else. James Litzenberger, who also came on down pit road, now finds himself in a little bit more traffic as we look ahead from his roof cam. Hold on to it, Kamal. Hold on to it, buddy. Good job. Good slide all the way through, trying to break that looseness. And hopefully that, I don't believe that was his exit lap. If it was, he definitely went over the rumble strips, and he may have to serve a black flag for merging too early. But again, Kamal now just has to Litzenberger now just needs to allow the truck to come back to him after that very, very long run. Now working lap 54. Litzenberger around the outside of the 41. 41 is going to be Mike LeBlanc. It looks like LeBlanc will fall back. You see the 7 that is right behind him. That's going to be Chris Murphy. Right now, with the pace that the leader is running, only the top 20 are on the lead lap. That could change up a little bit once Ford decide to come on down pit road for their new tires and fuel. But so far, our top 2, Nick Gowan and Austin Collins, have decided to stay out. Justin Anscock also still out, right along with Pacey Wygen, Kyle Taub, Evan Knopp, Mike Miller, Josh Arnold, Nate Lehman, Jamie Haynes, Matt Boone, John Osborne, Cole Snyder, Jose Ruiz, Mike LeBlanc, Chris Murphy, Mike Carter, Jimmy Mensch, Joel Conley, and looks like Dylan Chappelle. He is on pit road right now. So that's 69, and he's going to bring the 1. So the first of our leaders is going to come on down pit road. So it looks like Austin Collins right now, by virtue of coming on down pit road, is going to continue to fall through the running order. It'll be interesting to see where he comes on out as the left side's going up. You can see a little bit of flame there. He's already on the throttle, spinning the tires, trying to get back out, and he will be able to leave pit road, no issue whatsoever. Good job. So far, Nick Gowan in this Exalta number 8, still out here on track. And you could absolutely hear him having to feather that throttle. He's not there. Okay, I was waiting for the downshift. He did the downshift really, really late. And looks like he's going to try to come on down pit road this time. You see the 87 on pit road. This Exalta number 8 had a huge lead over the 13 of Justin Anscock and the 00 of Pacey Wygen. It looks like it's going to be even a while before Kyle Taub catches up and passes him. And just as I say that, Kevin Taub passes him, so does Evan Knopp. So far, Nick Gowan has fallen back to about 7th, now 8th, and continues to tumble through into the mid-teens. Right now sitting 16th on track. The next one to come on up will be Austin Collins. Does Austin get him off the corner? And look at the amount of time that Austin Collins was able to make up going down pit road a few laps earlier. So these guys, they are now, this is a battle for 16th. And right now, just the top 18 are left on the lead lap. New leader, though, Justin Anscock in this number 13, yet to come on down pit road. Justin's got to be thinking, man, I'd love a caution right now. That way he can trap a whole bunch of trucks one lap or more down as the 87 comes on out of pit road, getting ready to merge back out on track. 13 goes on by, putting him one or a second lap down. And you see the 00 of Pacey Wygant right up his backside. So can Pacey get on up there and try to battle for the lead? Looking ahead at or looking back from Justin Anscock, you see that 00 of Pacey Wygant right there. And this pit road very, very tricky to get onto. Have to see how the 00 and the 13 managed that. I mean, we saw just how much the 8 of Nick Gowan really had to check up to get down pit road, and you also got to watch the grass. Grass kind of sticks out, and there's that hard left to get onto pit road. Here's that 00 downshift. Now right behind Joel Conley in that Kool-Aid machine. Joel Conley right now is sitting in P16, up 12 spots from where he started. But with the 13 going on by, that now means everybody inside the top 15 only is left on the lead lap. If the caution should happen to fly, not only would the 13 love to see it, but Joel Conley in this number 54 Chevrolet would he go ahead and be in that free pass position. So he'd go ahead and get his lap back. Joel Conley, the Kool-Aid man himself, up 11 spots, again sitting P17. Looking pretty sporty. He's going to go ahead and pull over, let the leaders go on by. Good job by him. Whoa, that was close. Pacey Wygant really not losing any time. Still 0.8 behind Justin Anscock in that Barbie number 13. Again, strong representation for hashtag Willow Strong by Justin Anscock. And Papa Bear backed a little bit further as well. He is running a Team Negus scheme, if I'm not mistaken. Going to go ahead and find Papa right quick. Here he is in his Ford F-150. Again, Team Negu, team Never Ever Give Up, encouraging kids fighting cancer. And one hell of a cause. Hell of a great guy. Hell of a guy. All right, so again, Justin Anscock in this number 13 hashtag Willow Strong Barbie Mobile, still sitting first, up 3 spots since qualifying. Now working lap 70, so getting closer and closer to that halfway point. And this guy, he has won championships. He has won multiple championships, going back through console days here on iRacing. And it seems like it could be in any type of vehicle, whether it's in a cup car, a truck, Xfinity, whatever it may be. This guy knows how to pilot it, and whether it's on a tight track, whether it's on a loose track, the man absolutely knows how to wheel these things, lap after lap after lap. Looks like some other trucks on some newer tires kind of getting on up here into the mix. As it looks like now we have a battle for the lead. Looks like Pacey Wygant on the bottom side. He's not going to be able to clear the truck that he's got to his outside until just now. So that's going to put the 61 behind him. And now Pacey Wygant only has I believe that's, let's take a look and see which truck that is. I believe it's going to be the 61. So 61 being Claire Murphy. And I think I was wrong. Yep, definitely not the 61. Let's get back on up there with these guys. 63, excuse me. So 63 of Evan Knopp now fighting to the outside. So he's going to be able to move on by the 13. There you also see the 00. Now we've got a battle for the lead. All right, working lap 75, officially halfway in the Willow Strong 150. And again, I am Repeat, and this is the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series for the first time ever from the Milwaukee Mile as they go on by the 71 of Mike Pop Bear Campbell, the owner of the Turn Down for What iRacing community, and now catching up and passing the number 79. So these guys with the pace that they're running, it's I wouldn't be surprised if they get a few more picked up and lapped before it's all said and done. Nick Gowan right now up to P3 with those new tires after pitting on lap 59, just a mere 4.4 seconds behind these guys. 4.6 seconds must have got caught up behind some traffic. But yeah, Nick, he's coming now back down to 4.4, working P3. So again, Justin Ascot, Pacey Wygant, they are just hoping that a caution will fly and they will catch multiple drivers one or more laps down. In fact, as the scoring pylon keeps going, you'll see that only the top 15 are on pit road. Justin Ascot heading to pit road right now. And Scott's got to feel very, very slow, just literally crawling down pit road, coming to the attention of his crew. Did he overshoot his box? No, I thought he might have because of where the yellow lines are. But it looks like it doesn't really matter where the yellow or the black lines are. It's more about where the war wagon is. And Justin Ascot getting his service. Pacey Wygant now inherits the lead. And he says, you know what? I'm not going to fall too far behind. Here he is. Here comes Pacey Wygant in that 00. Hashtag Sophia the Fierce machine coming to the attention of his crew. Pacey started 6th, right now 3rd. So here he is pulling into the 3rd pit stall, and the right side's going on. Left sides will be next. At this time, getting that machine packed full of fuel. And with all this cycling through, Nick Gowan and Austin Collins will go back to being the leaders. And there's Nick Gowan in that Exalta number 8. Austin Collins 4.7 seconds back in this number 1, catching up to the back end of the 25 of James Litzenberger. And then that, I believe that's going to be the 94 right with them, if I'm not mistaken, for James Mensch. Let's see. I believe so. There's a 94. '16 and 24 got a little close, got a little friendly there just a moment ago. And I tell you what, that was pretty close. Who is, I believe the 16 is going to be Kyle Taub. Let's go on up. Yeah, that is going to be Kyle Taub. So let's go on up. That was Kyle Taub and Ed Robertson. And Ed definitely was able to get that pass completed. Let's see if I can find that. No. But yeah, it looked like the 64 kind of went through the right rear of the 12. Interesting turn. What could have been an interesting turn of events. These guys had a caution on lap number 1 after a couple of truckers didn't have the braking zone in sync, and ever since then it's been all green flag. So working on 80 laps here, green flag, and we've had one green flag round of pit stops. Some came in as early as lap 56 or 59. The only guy I believe that has yet to come on down pit road is going to be the 23 of Jose Ruiz. Jose right now, after starting 10th, here he is sitting in P3, and he's, I mean, even though he's not a lap down or you know, he's not making any time, I almost wonder if he's trying to maybe stretch this out. Can he make it on just one stop? Let's jump on board with Jose and see what he might be gambling on. Doesn't really sound like he's clutching it. He is absolutely letting that thing coast quite a bit. There goes the 6 Black Rifle machine going on by. That's going to be Matt Boone up there now. So that puts Matt Boone up to P16. But even though he just got by the 23 of Jose Ruiz, that was not a pass for positions. Matt Boone is 1 lap or more down right now. In fact, he is P16, 1 lap down. Meanwhile, again, Jose Ruiz sitting in P3, 23 seconds behind our leader. Here he comes on down pit road right now, working lap 86. So we went green 80 laps ago. That means that if he plays his cards right, he might actually be able to go the rest of the way green, and others will have to come on down pit road. So this could be a winning strategy by the 23 of Jose Ruiz, depending on if he can get back on the lead lap and lap the leaders when they go down pit road a little bit later on. Interesting strategy by Jose, I gotta say it. Mama Ambi out there, we definitely appreciate you smashing that follow button a few hours ago. Definitely appreciate that. She says, go 11. Talking about Mike Campbell III out there. Right now, Mike Campbell is sitting back here in 32nd in this number 11 Willow Strong machine. And doing all right. Kind of, I believe it's very, very close to where he qualified. I believe he qualified in 30th. So right now, sitting 32nd, not doing too bad whatsoever. And Yeah, just doing everything that he can to make it around this very, very slick track. Again, I'll go ahead and bring up the weather for everyone so you can see what these guys are dealing with. 119 degree track temp, 84 degree air. So track temp hasn't changed all that much, but now working sim time 2:17 p.m. Again, still in the heat of the day. And for the most part, all these truckers have done a phenomenal job. If you just joined, again, this is a turn down for what iRacing Truck Series from the Milwaukee Mile. Keeping up here with the 11 of Mike Campbell. And Mike down in the running order, but so far completing every lap as he gets just a little loose there coming off the corner. Mike absolutely having to crank on that wheel. Last time Mike was on pit road was lap 66. So for his tires to be sliding that bad in less than 30 laps, his truck is definitely very, very ill handling and has probably had to catch it quite a few times. Again, this on board with the 11. This is in the corner. In the middle of turns 1 and 2. Again, right in front of him, you see Doug King. If the 11 of Mike Campbell is able to get on up there, that would be a pass for position. Very, very ill handling truck from Mike. You're seeing him having to really, really crank on that wheel in order to get it to turn, but at the same time, you're seeing that truck just completely wash up in the corner. That was a better corner for Mike. Looking back from this Bell Tire number 11. You see the 19 of Byron Jones passing along on the inside. Hey, who's that right behind him? His dear old dad, Mike Campbell Jr., Mike Pop Bear Campbell, that is. There you go, 71 and 11. Daddy Joker 42 also smashing that follow button just a couple minutes ago. Thank you very much, Daddy Joker. Definitely appreciate you. He also says, go 11. So Mike Campbell III's got a new cheering section out there. That's absolutely cool. These drivers absolutely love anytime family and friends come on out to cheer them on. Makes them feel good. And you know what? I absolutely get it. So again, right now, Mike Campbell sitting in 32nd, down 2 spots from where he started. And just trying to hold on to a very, very slick track. There you see the last 5 laps for Mike Campbell III. Looks like 87 through 90. There were others that were a little bit faster than he was, but now on lap 91 and 92, he's faster by just about a 1/10 and a half on lap 91 and 1.3 seconds faster than 31st or 32nd on lap 92. So Mike trying to work his way back on up, get some track position back, and see if he can't pick up on a couple spots. Again, if he can get on up there to Doug King right ahead of him, that would be 4th position. So if he can get there, he can go ahead and move on up at least 1 or 2 more spots. Dave Mayo also on up here, as you see the 64 of Ed Robertson get on by him. There goes the 20 as well. Here comes the 63. So looks like Dave Mayo may be struggling just a little. But Dave Mayo is good 15 plus seconds ahead of both Doug King and Mike Campbell III. Up in the front, as they get closer and closer to a few more. Going to try to put the, not quite sure who that is right in front of him. Looks like it's going to be the 08. I believe the 08 is already one or more laps down. 08 is going to be Dave Mayo. Saw Dave Mayo out here very, very early in the Facebook side of the chat saying just needed to survive. Says he's going to need some help tonight. And yeah, I messaged him back. I said it's going to be tough. Just need to minimize your mistakes. And that's exactly what it is. Dave Mayo right now running P30. Let's take a look at the lap times for our leaders. So you can see Nick Gowan from laps 96 through 100. He's faster a couple. Justin Anscock, actually, he's the fastest of all three. Justin Anscock right now back in P3, 11 seconds behind both Nick Gowan and Austin Collins. So he needs a caution if he's going to try to catch up and get back into the thick of things. Between first and second, a very, very cool 6 seconds. But though again, Justin Anscock continues to click off faster laps. Let's actually pick on up with with Nick Gowan and see if he's just having to deal with any kind of traffic or something. No, he's actually got very clean air on the hood of that number 8 Exalta machine. Again, Nick Gowan was down on pit road lap 59. Austin Collins on lap 56. Justin Anscock on lap 77. Pacey Wygant on 78. Pacey Wygant, on lap 78. Mike Miller was in on lap 59. 60 for Mike Miller. 65 for Josh Arnold. John Osborne was in on lap 80. 78 for Matt Boone and Claire Murphy. 64 from Mike LeBlanc. And we saw Jose Ruiz go all the way to lap 85. He was the one of the last ones to go on down. It looks like Ed Robertson, he's actually already gone on down for his second time. He just came on. Oh, we got the 77 spinning around. Going to tag the wall. That's going to be Andrew Chapman. And we were just as we were looking for the 64, we saw the 77 going around. Let's go back and watch. So only the second caution of the evening, and we'll have to see if cautions breed cautions or if we have another long green flag run. You see the 14 to the outside. Let's play this out. Was this just a matter of too much throttle? 63 down low, completely clear. 77 trying to get back going into turns 3 and 4. Still again, all clear, no issue. Does he get, I thought maybe he got just a little bit of the rumble strip and then might have tightened him up, but no such luck. Just kind of too much throttle, spins it around. He'll have to grab a gear, get up, and get going one more time. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. Only a one truck spin in that caution. All right, so Nick Gowan right now on pit road, so I won't bug him, as a lot of other cars going to go ahead and get their lap back either by virtue of the lucky dog or of the wave around. But what do you say we try to pick up with Nick Gowan right now and see what he's thinking, see how he's feeling? He definitely has a very, very, very bad fast Exalta Silverado. All right, let's try to find Nick right now and bring him on up to the booth. See what he's got to say. So far, not able to find him. I'm going to go through and check one more time, just in case I scrolled a little too fast. Oh, there he is. All right, he's down there in Eons Motorsports. Let's go ahead and bring driver 8 on up right quick. Nick, it's repeat up in the booth, but you gotta copy that very, very bad fast Exalta number 8 Silverado, sir.
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, Nick. Nick, you have been a dominant force this evening for the first time as the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series heads to the Milwaukee Mile, the Magic Mile. Man, you got to be feeling pretty good. This is going to level the playing field, considering I think there were a couple trucks in the back who were thinking about making a one-stop race. How you feeling about the rest of the way after that long green flag run?
Feeling pretty good. I mean, I feel like the tire advantage went away there. I was honestly about to pit in another lap or two, so I'm glad that came up prior. But I think the two-stop strategy had the pace, because after everyone else pit on lap 75-ish or whatever, I mean, just the pace that they were making up on me wasn't going to be enough to close that gap. So, I was feeling pretty confident. I like this kind of track. It's very technical. It's my kind of track, much like New Hampshire. And I'm historically good there, so feeling good about the end. Just it's going to be a lot of tighter racing here at the end.
All right, buddy, I see you're kind of getting all double file back up. Actually, just as I say that, it looks like they decide to extend the yellow. So, yeah, the driver that I was talking about possibly making it a one-stop race, very noticeably, was the 23 of Jose Ruiz. He was third after that round of stops, then fell back a bit. You had a good 6, I believe, or 8 seconds back to the 1. The 13 has been the fastest truck, though, over the last 10 laps. Can you keep the 1 to 13 and the 00 behind you?
I feel like I had a much better long-run pace on them. I mean, it'll just depend on who can stay out front here. I mean, I feel like this caution is going to just breed more caution, so we'll see what happens. If I can keep the truck clean, I think I can finish up front here. So, fingers crossed. First chance I've had to actually show what I've got. So, outside the previous tracks, which are very much draft tracks, but feeling pretty good and hoping to catch the checkered here. All
right, buddy, I'll get you back on down with Eons Motorsports. Good luck, keep the shiny side up, and go get them.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, so again, that is Nick Gowan in that Exalta number 8. Going on back on down to Eons Motorsports. The man has, arguably had the fastest pace all evening long. It'll be interesting to see what he's got as we get ready to go back green flag racing. Trucks down. Let's go.
Green flag.
All right, so the 8's going to go ahead and lead yet another one, but still, look at Anasigok, still faster by just about half a second as he's able to get on by the 1 of Austin Collins. So did the 00 of Pacey Wygen. Justin Anasigok, he wants a piece of this number 8, and if he can kind of hold on for that long run. We saw where he was getting better and better. Can he get on up there and challenge that 8? I believe he can, but only the long run will tell. And so far, cautions has not bred cautions, which is, I thought that. He thought that as well. But so far, we are back green. Let's go on back through the field, though. Watch some of this pack battling at its very best. Three wide through turns 3 and 4. Able to go on back double wide. Again, that's the 23 and the 61. Right behind them, you see even more. You see the 63. I believe that's going to be the 16 of Kyle Taub. And they're going to try to push it yet again. Everybody having to stay right behind the 23 of Jose Ruiz. Now 3 wide one more time. Oh, 23 got kind of knocked up track just a little bit. It's gonna be Kyle Taub. Looking back from him in his KT Designs Ford F-150. There you see the 94 of Jimmy Mensch. So after your breakaway, pretty much of your top 4, top 5, let's see, Mike Miller and then John Osborne. A little bit of a gap between Mike Miller and John Osborne, but then it's a whole hornet's nest a little bit further back. Caution is going to fly yet again. Mike Campbell III having some kind of an issue. Don't see where anybody else was collected as of yet, but let's go on back with driver 11 right now, find out exactly what happened. All right, switch on over to Mike's chase cam. You see the number 19 for Byron Jones right ahead of him. Let's go ahead and play this. Great little save there. So you can definitely tell he's a little loose under throttle. Again, trying to get back up to the 19's back bumper. And just loops it around on the throttle, tags the inside wall. Gonna swing pretty much all the way back around. Just has to grab a gear while not impeding the flow of traffic. Don't want to collect anybody else. And they moved on. So he grabbed a gear and was able to keep on going. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, Justin Ansgach looks like he is... Let's go ahead and bring it back live again. Let's try that one. There we go. All right, a little bit of cloud cover now all of a sudden here in Milwaukee. I thought for some reason something else was going on. But Justin Ansgach, he decided to go ahead and stay out. So let's see if we can't find Justin right quick, see what's going on with him, and see if he thinks he's got anything for driver 8, since he went on down, back on down. Justin, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that beautiful Barbie number 13.
Yes, sir.
All right, Justin, so you got the lead. I thought it was because Nick Gowan went on down pit road, but I guess I was paying a whole lot of attention to the huge hornet's nest that was going on from about P10 on back. So before the first, not this caution, but before the last caution came out, you were the fastest of the top 5 for the last 5 or 10 laps. And now here you are leading the way in this Barbie number 13 with hashtag Willow Strong along the side. This Toyota looks like it's pretty fast. Can you keep it on up there, and can you keep Nick Gowan and the pace he's had all night behind you?
I did a different strategy than those two. Did a one-stop strategy, and I was hoping it to go to green to the end, because obviously I would have made it on fuel, but I tried to fake Nick out, and everybody went down pit road instead. So you actually just caught me from doing a freaking cussing match. Up in the other party. So I'm taking out that here. But yeah, we only ran 9 laps, so I don't know why everybody pitted. So we're gonna see what happens here.
Tires, and I'm kind of glad that you stayed out, or I would think that you would anyway, because older tires are going to feel a little bit better with the grip. You got the heat in them. Meanwhile, here you come out with 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Yeah, it might be a little loose, might last a little bit longer, but if you're good on the long run, that's what you needed. We've got 27 laps to go. Will that be enough of a long run for you, and can you keep it up there?
I need Pacey and Miller to race to 8 as hard as they can. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know. I don't know if I can hold these guys back on new tires, to be honest.
All right, buddy. I'll get you back on.
I never tried it.
Well, here's your chance. I'll be interested to see what you can do. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. As always, I'll get you back on down to Alaskan Esports right now. Go get them, sir.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, back on down to Alaskan Esports with James Kamal and Ed Robertson. And this is going to be one hell of a restart, one hell of a battle. Pace Trucks, again, going to go ahead and make that hard left. Let's go back racing. Green flag. Pacey Wydent hard on the charge. Not Wydent. Pacey Wydent charging hard. He's going to go ahead and get underneath the 13. Pacey a little loose. Is that going to break his momentum? I think Pacey was able to lead that lap. 13's going to be up on the outside. Will the 8 try to make this 3 wide? May not have to. It looks like the 00 of Pacey may have the speed up and off the corner. Caution yet again. Caution number 4 is out. There's going to be Jimmy Mensch, Byron Jones, Nate Lehman, Mike LeBlanc, Mike Papa Bear Campbell, Dave Mayo, Joel Conley, and Doug King. So right along with Matt Boone as well. So let's go on back with Jimmy Mensch, find out what happened. All right, let's switch this on over to our favorite chase cam. You see the 24 down on the bottom, and I meant Jimmy Mensch, not Cole Snyder. There's the 94. All right, and let's play this out. So 3 wide right in front of them. You see the 7. You see the Little Caesars truck down there. Here comes the 16, a little bit of door tag. Back, almost working on 4 wide there. Cole Snyder coming up underneath. There's still 3 wide right ahead of them going into turns of 1 and 2. 24 down low, 94 right in the middle. Here comes a few more. There's the 23 of Jose Ruiz. And 53, I think, let's actually back that up. Did the 53 get loose? Or was there just a little bit of tag there? Let's stop this and let's play this quarter speed. So again, you see that Little Caesars truck. You see him kind of splitting that seam. He starts to get a little loose there. Able to correct it. Starts to go down, 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 down. Nowhere at all could that bottom truck have gone. And just kind of sends the 53 on up and just nowhere to go. The entire middle of the track is blocked. Jose Ruiz gives Jimmy Mensch a little bit of a bump in the back end, and from there on out, nothing they could do. All right, let's play that one more time at full speed. All right, and let's play this out. A lot of contact up there. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, Pacey Wygant now our leader. Let's see if we can't get a hold of Pacey. Should be down there with Byron Jones and company. All right, let's go ahead and bring Pacey on up to the booth. Pacey, three-peat, you got a copy, sir?
Yeah, I got you, Ben.
All right, buddy. So here you are leading the way. Hard charge around the outside. I know you're back double file, and you're taking the green next time. Now that you're up there, you are now up 5 spots. You got all the clean air you need on the hood of that Sophia the Fierce Rest in Peace Silverado. Can you keep it, and can you come across with at least a podium?
I think I can. It's hard enough to pass here. It's just Nick's been really fast, so has Austin. And it's just going to be all about defending.
All right, man. Well, I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. As always, I will get you back on down with PBR Racing right now. Tell everybody I said good luck. Let's go.
We will do.
All right. So again, back on down to PBR he goes as soon as I can find it. Alrighty, where'd you go?
Green.
All right, back on down to PBR Racing. Not quite sure what was going on there, but yeah, for some reason his team channel wasn't showing up for me. But we are back, Green Flag Racing, and here comes the outside charge. Here comes Nick Gowan. Nick going to go ahead and try to undercut him. Pacey was able to seal off that bottom side, so Nick couldn't do anything with it. Nick still has a huge run along the outside, keeping up with that double O. Going to try to see if he can't make Pacey make a mistake. But at the same time, Austin Collins in this number 1, he's all over the back end of that number 8 as well. Maybe trying to make the 8 make a mistake. Nick Gowan has had speed. Pacey able to make up multiple spots through long run and through a little bit of pitch strategy. Here comes the 8 again, going to try to the inside. Looks like Double O is going to be able to lead that lap, but now the 8. Can he get down? Can he hit the brakes? Can he save that truck on the bottom? Pacey going to try to get a little bit of momentum on the outside, but these trucks very, very slick. Not able to do it. 8 takes control of the race yet again, but here comes the 1 now of Austin Collins. All over the back end of the 8. Getting just a little loose under braking, getting into the corners. Going to have to try to set sail. Right now, just a 2.5 lead between Nick Gowan and Austin Collins. Pacey Wygant still right there. The 63 of Evan Knopp right now up to P number 4 after starting 14th. And how about Ed Robertson back here in the 64, up 11 spots. The biggest mover of the evening, you may ask? How about the Jamie Haynes back here in this number 53, right in the middle of this hornet's nest, this line of cars. He is up 20 spots since the race started. And oh, by the way, the 94 Jimmy mentioned that we were looking at just a little bit ago, he's also up 18 spots. So there's a few cars that are up, several spots throughout the evening, but none more than Jamie Haynes in this Little Caesars number 53. Pizza, pizza. He's going to go ahead and take yet another spot. That was from the 6. 6 again being, I believe it's going to be Matt Boone. Yep, that's going to be Matt Boone in this number 6 Black Rifle coffee machine. I was in Tennessee last weekend, and Black Rifle has had a store there where you can buy a bunch of their coffee blends. Man, that stuff is stout. Probably some of the best coffee I've ever had. All right. So 16 to go in the hashtag Willow Strong 150 live from the Milwaukee Mile. Again, this is the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series. I am repeat. And Matt, this race has been a lot of fun, a lot of moves, some differing strategy. Very, very loose, puts the race back in the driver's hands. Like Nick Gowan was saying, a very, very technical track, much like New Hampshire Motor Speedway, like I said in the very beginning of the broadcast. So if you can handle a loose race car, a race truck, you're going to love a place like this. Speaking of places that we're going to be going, while Nick Gowan's still leading with the one of Austin Collins and then Pacey Wygant back to P3, let's show you where we're going here next week. Again, it's going to be the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's going to be the Oval, and then Eldora after that. So we're going to go dirt racing on December the 3rd. December the 10th is going to be Texas Motor Speedway rather. And then just before Christmas, we're going to visit Darlington, and caution is back out. So again, Indianapolis Motor Speedway is on tap for next week. Let's get ready to go. All right, so let's find out what happened here. Looks like Mike Campbell III, Jeff Jones, and Jose Ruiz. A little bit of an issue here. Let's go up this time again with Mike Campbell III, find out exactly what happened, and we'll get ready to reset with probably about 10 laps to go. All right, let's play this out. 11 up by the wall. There's a 61 down low. 61 all over the rumble strips. 11 trying to get back in the throttle. 61 comes on up, kind of pinching the 11 on the wall, down into turns 1 and 2. Mike Papa Bear Campbell and Mike Campbell. Whoa! Ugh, hard shot. 61 just came on up and sent the 11 flat into the corner. Let's back that up and see if the 61 was having it to turn that truck flat left. Let's stop right there. Let's find the 61 and we'll switch on over to his cockpit camera and see what was going on with him. Hard shot. That's going to be Claire Murphy. Let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit with him. Here he is. The wheels right about the 11:30, 11 o'clock hour. Let's go ahead and play this. All right, so that's through turns 3 and 4. Right behind Mike Papa Bear Campbell, again the owner of the Turn Down for What iRacing community. And let's stop this right here and let's go quarter speed. He's got that wheel about, again, 10:30, 11 o'clock. He sees the gap, turning that further over about 9 o'clock there, 10 o'clock, back to 9. So he's having to really get that car. He's trying to get that truck to turn, but it just would not go. And let's play it. Let's stop it and let's rewind this one more time, and we'll play it again in normal speed. All right, and let's go on back through. This is going to be a hard shot for the 11. Bam! Ooh, hard shot. Oh, looks like the 90. That's where the 95 had his issue. Did he tag the wall or what happened there? Let's see if we can't get up with the 95 right quick. All right, let's jump on. Let's get on over to his chase cam and let's play that out. Is Hero's Blood 2 in the chest, number 95. Down across the start stripe, going into turns 1 and 2. His issue was, I believe it was in the middle of the backstretch, so we're about to find out. Something tells me it's going to be a throttle issue. He saw, maybe just checking up after seeing Jose Ruiz have a little bit of a problem. Tags the back end, comes back across, picks up the 23 of Jose, and that was the second part of that caution. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, back double file, just in time. Pace truck down pit road. Let's go green flag racing. Top two swerving side to side, trying to see if they can get the truck in front or the truck behind to bite and maybe try to take a different line. The one of Austin Collins trying to get down there, but the 8 just is able to rocket off of the turn. 8 laps to go, 8 car of Nick Gowan leading. Brad Rivers says, "What's up, Pete? Have a great stream, man. Decide to take the night off, feeling under the weather." Well, buddy, I definitely hope you're feeling better soon, my buddy, Bad Brad. Man, I hope it's nothing too serious, and can't wait to see you at Indianapolis Motor Speedway next week here in the Turned Out for What iRacing Truck Series. So we're going to rack and stack them yet again, working caution number 6. So we had one caution on lap 1 going into turns 1 and 2. Then we didn't have another caution until about lap 80, 85. And we've had a string of 4 cautions after that, or somewhat a string of 4 cautions after that. This one is something to do with Matt Boone. So let's go on back and check up with that number 6 Black Rifle, I believe Silverado. Let's see what's going on with Matt right now. Let's go ahead and bring it on back to his chase cam. And yep, it is a Silverado. You see the 94 Jimmy Mensch to his inside. Let's play this out. 3 wide, Jimmy Mensch holding his middle line. 6 way on up. Going to try to get back into throttle. Able to hold on to it. Now you see the double deuce of Josh. And he's going to go ahead and throw it in. A little bit of contact there. There's a 24 Cole Snyder. He collects the 6. There, Josh Arnold. He got collected as well. And let's play this out one more time. All right. And let's play this. Big field of trucks here. Again, 38 truckers. 36 truckers qualified on time this evening. And this, again, is caution number 6. You see a couple kind of throw it in there, just nowhere at all for the 6, the 22, and a couple others to go. You see the 41 gets collected. The 20 just about got collected, but is able to work his way on through. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab a gear, get on up, and get going. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live yet again. All right, so Austin Collins right now sitting in P number 2. Let's see if I can find Austin very, very quickly and see if he thinks he might be able to get on up there and do something with the 8 of Nick Gowan. All right, Austin down there in Heel Turn Motorsports. Let's go ahead and bring him on up to the booth very, very quick. Austin, it's repeat up in the booth, buddy. You got a copy in that number 1 Toyota?
I hear you, Pete.
All right, buddy. That 8 has had some pretty impressive speed getting into and rocketing off the corner. Saw you playing a few mirror games there with him right there. Can you make that work, get on up there, and take the lead with less than 5 to go?
We're going to try. Like I said, he's definitely been the fastest truck all night, but so he just gets off the corner so much better than what I do. But we're going to give it all we got here.
Man,
I know I got to be curious with Pacey behind us here too on fresh tires, so it'll be pretty interesting.
Well, I'll give you a little bit of a heads up. Yeah, Pacey came on down lap 138. Looks like Jamie Haynes went down on lap 125. Ed Robertson and Justin Aniscock also on lap 138. So you may not only have to worry about Pacey. You got some hungry drivers, even a row or two back further. But, man, as always, I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. I see you down, back doubled up on the backstretch. I'll get you back on down to Heel Motorsports right now. Let's go.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, so let's get him on back on down with his team and wish him all the luck in the world. All right, so he's back on down with Andrew Chapman and Evan Knopp, and we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Trucks, again, making that hard left towards pit road. Let's go. One hard on the outside. Can he hold that truck? Can he get it going? Pacey Wygant. Caution's going to fly yet again. Looks like Jeff Jones and his Hero's Blood, 2 in the chest, number 95, is going to have something to do with this caution. So let's go on back and pick up with him right now. All right, so here he is. You see the 08 to his outside. Let's play this out. Again, this is going to be on the restart. All right, getting up and getting through the gears. Brad Rivers says, I would like to see this end under green. I couldn't agree with you more. Multiple attempts at a green-white checker available here in the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. And just a very, very unfortunate issue right there. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live yet again. And we talked to Pacey earlier, but I think we should go ahead and check in with him yet again, since he's out there on the newest tires and has a very, very legit chance at trying to take this win away. Again, down from PBR. We're going to go ahead and pull him up one more time. Pacey, it's repeat up in the booth. I know we spoke earlier, you in this 00 Sophia the Fierce Jones P&D Silverado. But, Bud, you came on down pit road lap 138. The 2 in front of you that you've been dueling with, it seems like the last, 60 laps. We're last down pit road lap 119. Can you get on up there with this green-white checker and take the W?
Honestly, at this point, I'm not too sure, Pete. Papa decided he wanted to make the starts single file for now, for whatever reason. We haven't done it all season, but he decided he wanted to do it now at the last restarts, so I have no clue. I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, I think you can. I think Papa Bear probably just wanted to give this race the very best chance at a green flag finish. And Brad Rivers, a little under the weather out there in the land of Facebook, just said the same thing. He would like to see this end under green. So I think Papa probably had the community's best interest at hand and wants to see this end the right way. But again, do you think you can get on up there on those fresher tires, whether on the inside or outside, and take this W?
Gonna have to get one at lap, but yeah, I think I can do it.
I think you can too. I got all kinds of faith in you. All right, buddy, I'll get you back on down with the Jones guys, as well as Mike Fish. See him in a Jones P&D design as well. Good luck, sir. We'll be watching.
All right, thank you.
You got it. All right, so back on down to PBR. PBR Racing, and away he goes. I tell you, I would like to see this finish under green. I really would. I think it's going to be a phenomenal finish. I think if anybody's got a great shot at taking this W away from a truck that has been bad fast all night long, I really believe that it's going to be Pacey Wygant. He's had this Sophia the Fierce machine in contention all night long. This could very well be the chance that he needs to take this W. And I full-heartedly believe that Mike Papa Bear Campbell decided to go single file on this last restart for the best possible finish. So I completely back him. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go green flag one more time. Pace truck down pit road. Let's go. Not going to stay back there for too long. Double O underneath the one of Austin Collins. Austin knew there was no reason to hold him up. Again, Pacey Wygant now up to second. Just a good, 3/10 up to Nick Gowan in that 8. Pacey with just about 20 lap fresher tires. It will be the white flag this time. So far, we are going to keep this green. Papa makes the right call. Can Pacey get there? 8 down on the yellow line, guiding it all along that butter. 8 falling into the clutches of the double O. Can the double O get there? Can he pull it low? Is he going to have to try on the high side? Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. 8 comes down the block. Does Pacey use a little bit of a bumper? Does he get a great run off of turns 3 and 4? Here it is. Pacey getting loose. Can he save it? Come across the line. Backwards comes the double O. Great finish. The double O absolutely tried. You got to give that to him. And he spun across the finish line. All right, so Nick Gowan able to win it. Pacey Wygant P2. Austin Collins comes across P number 3. 63 comes on up. Gives a little bit of a congratulatory bump to the tailgate. Here comes the 53. All right, it's all yours, sir. Burn him down. Mike York out there in Facebook says, hell yeah, great job, Nick. Jeff Jones says, wow, wicked loose tonight, super twitchy. Absolutely. Brad Rivers says, let's go. So again, your leader for the first time ever for the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series from the Milwaukee Magic Mile, Nick Gowan. All right, ladies and gents, we will be right back with our top 3 live from the booth. Please don't nobody go nowhere. And yes, that was a double negative on purpose. We will be right back. All right, ladies and gents, we are back. Got our top 3 live in a booth. Going to start off with the number one Toyota for Austin Collins. Austin, you started outside pole, finishing 3rd, so you definitely qualifying was no fluke for you. They're very, very strong all evening long. What is it about a lot of these tracks, these flatter, very hot, slick tracks that really just seems to fit your driving style? Is it because it's technical and it just puts it into the hands of the driver, or what's it about Milwaukee that you love so much?
Just the fact that you kind of have to drive the truck a bit more. It's just real about being smooth, really. Tonight, I was definitely bested on the smoothness. Nick was he was gone, man. He'd get it off into the corner and just roll, and then downshift, and it just turn, and he'd be off it. But just being smooth around these tracks is the big thing. I thought eventually tires would come into play a bit more, but saving as much as I did at the beginning didn't really help me out. So it was a lot of fun, though. I think we had a 2nd place truck if we would have went green the whole way, but 3rd place is a lot better than what I finished every other race so far this season.
Well, you talked about the finish there, or I'm sorry, the beginning there, just briefly. First set of turns, a little bit of an issue in the braking zone, brings out the first caution. From there, we went 80 plus laps, all green flag. Went through a full green flag fuel run, and somewhere. Going to try to make this a one-stop race. I saw the 23 of Jose Ruiz came in, I believe, on lap 87, I want to say, right around there. Is that kind of a strategy, something well to try getting into this, or is you driver like you and also Nick Gowan that came in much earlier? Was that the right strategy?
We'll never really know. I wish it would have played out because it would have been interesting. I was going to go all the way on the one stopper until I realized I wasn't gaining on Nick like I wanted to, and I was just going to do just something to try to get out there. And I realized how much fall off we had, and I think we fell off. I'd say well over a second after about 10 laps, and probably so. Dang, I could be talking out behind him with that, but I feel like we fell off a lot. Try something, and of course he followed me, so that wasn't going to work, and then he drove away from me again. So it would have been interesting there to see what would have happened, but like I said, 2nd place or 3rd place at the end of the day is a lot better than what we've had.
Absolutely. Next week, we're going to another very, very flat track with 90-degree turns, talking about Indianapolis Motor Speedway. One's going to kiss the bricks when it's all said and done. How you feeling about Indy? You think you'll have to, burn a little bit of midnight oil to kind of refresh yourself with what the track's like, or you're pretty much ready to go right now?
I'm ready to go on any track, really. About Indy's interesting. I'm curious if we have a setup. That's one thing we need to look at. I don't know if the trucks have a setup there or not. I know another league I ran in, we had to run custom setups there, and it was a lot of fun. But like I say, Indy's a lot of fun. It's one of them weird tracks. Nothing else is like it. It being 4 corners kind of, and or 4 actual corners, and
right.
How big it is. It's something different. So it's a lot of fun. I'll be there. I can't wait.
Yeah, the draft and the dirty air there is going to definitely be something to see. Turns 2 and 4 at that place, always my favorite. I mean, 1 heading, just barreling off into a wall that is literally right in front of you. You got to be able to back up the corner and get back on the throttle as soon as you can. 2, you can go through with quite a bit of speed, and then again down that very, very long backstretch into turns 3, and then 4. If I remember correctly, you can almost go full throttle through there. It may not, your tires may not like it much, but I think it might be a possibility. One hell of a race for you here, though, tonight. If you're this strong here, I kind of compared it to New Hampshire right when the stream kicked off. It'll be interesting to see how you handle the rest of the season. As always, Austin, phenomenal finish. Congratulations on this P3, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Before I get out of here, I want to thank Jonathan Hernandez for fixing me up a paint scheme here. We got 2 new sponsors added on this bad boy.
Nice.
You can't see them. They're smaller than dirt, but he made me. Like I said, he sets these beautiful all black paint schemes. Real hard work for him. So I got to shout out him and shout out to Evan Knopp and Andrew Chapman for letting me hang out with him tonight, and of course all the drivers that came out. It was a fun race there.
Well, I always ask, but you beat me to it. Congratulations, sir.
Yep.
All right, buddy. All right, going to move on up to P2. Pacey Wygant, you're up 4 in that 00 Sophia the Fierce Silverado. You came on down pit road lap 138. We got a chance to talk to you with that last caution. You wanted to go double file, but in the end, you still able to get on up to the back bumper and Nick Gowan. You absolutely showed every bit of intent you had as you came across the start stripe backwards, spinning halfway down the front stretch, trying to beat Nick Gowan to the lead. Walk us through your race and that phenomenal finish, please.
Well, Pete, I told you I had to get 1 truck per lap, and I tried. I really tried. He had backed up this corner into 3, and he's going to, and I respect him too much to even try to bump him out of the way. So I was just trying to maybe possibly get the runoff, and yeah, I couldn't. I broke traction somehow. His car truck thing didn't. I don't know. I think we should probably check his rear tires. But yeah, it was just trying to hold on to it after that. So crossing the start finish line backwards, Ricky Bobby style. You know what I mean?
There you go. Except you're not on fire. Yeah, I mean, Nick Gowan's exit speed was noticed not only by me, but also by the one of Austin Collins. So however he was able to get those tires to hook up, whether it was through his shifting or whatever it was, his exit speed was absolutely heads above the rest. I mean, there was a time under the long run, Justin Anisgok was fastest, lap after lap within like a 5 or a 10 lap stint, but he was just too far back to be able to do anything with those in front of him, including you and Nick and Austin. So next week, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we're just talking to Austin about that. How you feeling about that big old oval?
I always enjoy going to Indy. I don't know if there's a setup. I think there is. But either way, whether it's Indy or if we end up having to go to a different track because there's no setup, I'm looking forward to it. I just want to keep the podium streak alive.
Well, man, you've been absolutely doing phenomenal these first 3 races of the season. This being the 4th. You've definitely stepped up your game. You've won multiple championships here in the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series, the Late Model Series, the Super Speedway Series. You beat me and Papa just this last Thursday night for the series finale at Talladega. So, man, you're on one hell of a hot streak, and I have no doubt in my mind that you'll keep that going, and you'll be there at the end of this season as well, which I believe comes up right about to the first or second week of February. So we got a lot of green flag racing ahead of us with a pretty substantially, with a pretty decent sized field. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you want to get out there, Pacey?
Yeah, I want to shout out to my fiance. She's always watching. You for broadcasting. Papa for putting this all on. I want to shout out Bolt Racing League. We're always looking for new people over there, and if you're interested, hit me up. I want to shout out to Sophia the Fierce. Always in memory of her, and Byron's Paint Designs for being on the truck and making the truck. And shout out to the other top 3.
Yep, I was actually wearing my my Buffalo Sophia the Fierce hoodie earlier today, and as always, I've got her sticker over my right shoulder for every race or every broadcast that I do. So still forever keeping the Sophia the Fierce family in our thoughts. All right, moving on up, Nick Gowan. driver of the number 8. Nick, you went flag to flag. You started on pole this evening, came across the start stripe after a green-white checker, and you got it done. You were just extremely strong, whether it was the short run, the long run, or whatever. You just had some ability to get that car to hook up and not slide the tires getting into the corner. Please walk us through your strategy. Walk us through the handling in the early and later stages of a run, and then what this win finally means for you to get that checked box in the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series, sir.
Well, I guess to start, I was honestly surprised by my pace in qualifying. I wasn't expecting to get that quick of a lap time over everyone else. But yeah, starting off, I wasn't really sure if the one stop or two stop strategy, which was going to be stronger. I thought about it at the beginning, maybe doing like 50 and 50 to split it up, but I waited till around lap 50, and no one went down. I think the first couple people went down around like 58 or so, and then I saw Austin dip down, and that kind of changed my stuff up because I didn't want to be left out on old tires for too long. And I honestly, if had it gone green there, Austin and I probably would have been 1-2 with the tire strat, because he had to pit there towards the end before all the yellows. He was going to have to pit again as well. But yeah, it felt really, really good about our pace going into it. I knew it was going to be tough up front. I wasn't entirely sure about long run speed. I did like a 35 lap run over practice, and I just wore my front off, and I think I just downshifting too soon into the corner. But at least here, the key, it's really easy to get the truck unsettled in the corner, especially if you downshift way too early. So I changed that up, and I wouldn't downshift until it was time to get back on the throttle. So that way the nose wouldn't push wide or anything like that. So that would help the right front, and the truck would remain planted on the exit. So that kind of helps me with my exit speed. With there, and I just remained smooth and pretended I had an egg underneath the throttle
Yep.
the entire time, and I started getting nervous once those cautions started coming out. So yeah, like after that first caution, it kind of evened the playing field up a little bit, and took a risk to go down pit road after about 11 laps, because as it was pointed out earlier, just the tires wear so quickly here. So and just trying to hang on and not spend too much time around behind trucks on older tires. And once I got back out to the lead, I wasn't going to go back down pit road. And Pacey made me nervous there at the end. I think if he had another lap, he would have had me. But thankfully for him, he didn't give me the chrome horn. Mm-hmm. And because I mean, I'd race him the same way, and as he does me or anybody for that matter. But yeah, just overall happy for the pace, and happy to park it in victory lane, because I definitely would not have been happy to finish anywhere else.
Well, when we talked to you under one of those cautions, you said that you were happy where you were just simply because you finally got a race that was going your way and you could show what you were capable of. Well, but you absolutely showed everybody here that all 36 truckers that came out and qualified for the race this evening, what you're capable of, and for a very, very tricky track to go ahead and get it done. What do you foresee for the 8 truck next week at the Brickyard? Can you go 2 for 2 and be the one to kiss the bricks?
Fingers crossed. Don't want to jinx anything, but I like Indianapolis. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time there. I think the last thing I raced there was the Xfinity cars, like beginning of the year. But it's one of those tracks that I don't think it's enough usage. But we'll definitely see. I've never driven the trucks there before. It's definitely going to be more of a drafting track, and just being able to protect your tires and see where you are, especially with these. There's a lot of dirty air, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
All right, buddy. And of course, last but not least, after a big congratulations on the win, any friends, family, sponsors that you want to get out there?
Just the rest of the Eons Motorsports team. I know a lot of them weren't here tonight, but shout out to Osborne and Michael for LeBlanc for turning up tonight, and Tyler, who had an early exit. But hopefully we'll have bigger numbers for next week. And thank you to all the viewers. Thank you for broadcasting. Thank you to the Papa Bear for putting on the league, and or both the Campbells. But yeah, that's it, and we'll see you next week.
You definitely did have some support out there from fellow Eons Motorsports teammates, Brad Rivers and Mike York. So they saw you grab the W, and of course that was a big old "let's go" in the chat. So congratulations yet again, sir.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, everybody, that is going to go ahead and wrap up this edition of the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series from the Milwaukee Mile, the first ever race that this series decided to come to Milwaukee. And whether you're out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Kick, or IROC TV through your favorite Roku device, simply by adding the channel through the streamer section, free at no cost to be able to watch anything considering iRacing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in beautiful 4K. And oh, by the way, completely commercial free. One hell of a night, one hell of a race now in the books. On to Indianapolis Motor Speedway next week. We'll see who gets to kiss the bricks. For now, y'all have a great night, and we'll catch you then. Later.